Hey everybody, it's game day, game 3. Pittsburgh Penguins are at Montreal Canadiens this time. So Montreal Canadiens are the home team tonight in the game 3 of the qualifying round series. So we're going to take a look at that game. This is my preview. Also, don't forget to, this is game day. I'm going to be doing a live stream at 7:35. We do a contest. It's called the Guess the Score contest. You could win an emotional support hockey puck from Talkin' Habs. So what you have to do is you need to guess the score of the game and the Montreal Canadiens' first goal scorer of the game. Leave that in the comment section, and if you win, I will get in touch with you. Okay, so we're going to do a review for the game, a preview for the game. A review is after the game. We're going to start off with just some stats for the series so far, some keys to victory, some keys to Lafreniere, a little comic relief, and just a couple other things. So let's start right with it. The records, head-to-head, they've each won one game, so it's easy. It's 1-1. CF percentage, that's Corsi 4 percentage. That's basically puck possession. And Montreal's at 47.3%, which is lower than they normally do in the regular season. They were usually up in the low 50%, 54.4, something like that was their last when the season stopped. Pens are at 52.7%, and they are usually somewhere around 50%. And goals per game and goals against per game is 2 for Montreal as far as goals per game, 2.5 for Pittsburgh as far as goals per game. And then just reverse that for goals against per game right now. Power play percentage, Montreal at a big fat 0. They have had, I want to say, 5 power plays, and they have not had a goal. So that's 0. That means PK percentage for the Penguins is also a perfect 100%. Penalty kill, 91.7%. So Montreal's penalty kill has been awesome. And when you think about the fact that they've had 12 penalties to kill in the 2 games against Pittsburgh, that's pretty damn good. And that means the Penguins' power play percentage is pretty low. It's at 8.3%. That's way lower than their normal regular season percentage. Let's see, some point getters for the Habs. KK leads the Habs with 2 goals for 2 points. Petrie, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. And Nick Suzuki, 1 goal for 1 point. On the reverse side, or on the other side, Gensel, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points. Crosby, 2 goals for 2 points. Brian Rust, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. And just because I wanted to do it, Evgeny Malkin, 0, 0, and 0 across the board. Carey Price is 1-1 with a 1.82 goals against average and a 9.49 save percentage. Awesome numbers. I want to say Brian Murray, that's somebody else. And Matt Murray is 1-1 with a 1.79 goals against and a 9.37 save percentage. Those are great numbers. Both goalies are having a good series, I think. Keys to victory. Stop with the penalties. Stop with the damn penalties. 12 penalties in 2 games is just way too much. It's really going to come back to bite them. So far, it really hasn't because the penalty killers have been awesome. I hope that keeps up. If they're going to give up penalties, that the penalty killers remain awesome. But the likelihood of that, I wouldn't chance it. Tweak the lineup. Domi has to be off the 4th line. That's in my opinion. Julian has said that there's going to be some changes. There's a comment there, a quote from him. And we'll see what happens. So far, he's not announced anything. And the Domi has to be off that 4th line. He's playing with 4th liners. He's wasted there. I don't care what he says about balance and this and that. He's playing with 4th liners. You want to throw him some better wingers, you might say balance. But we don't have the wingers to do that. Otherwise, he'd be playing with those better wingers. So that 4th line cannot have a center like Domi. He's wasted. Needs to be up front. In the bottom 6, if you ask me. Start faster and play a full 60 minutes. Both games they've started a bit slow. Not as bad in the second game. First game, they gave up 9 shots in the first 4 minutes. That can't happen here. And I think in the second game, though, they did give up a goal. So they got to start faster and just be better that way out of the gate. And play that full 60 minutes. There were times when I found they let up a little bit, but you can't. They're not going to be able to. They're not the most talented team in this series, and that means they're going to have to work harder and play harder and do everything harder. I know that's not a dirty comment. Price maintained his priciness. There's a comment there. When Price is rested for the playoffs, He's amazing. That's reason number, what did I put number? Number 1,878 for why we need a quality backup here in Montreal. Next up, better breakouts and zone entries. They've got to break out of their zone cleaner and quicker, in my opinion. And going into the other zone, especially on the power play, I don't know if it equates to this, but especially on the power play, they've got to break in and get set up cleaner than they are. And even when they're doing it now, all the dump-ins, just way too many dump-ins. They carry the puck a little bit too. So I think that's a big thing. Score a power play goal. Score a power play goal. That's going to be very important here. You've got to score, take advantage of some of those power plays, or if you go 0 for whatever in the power play for the whole series, more than likely you're not going to be the winner of the series. And last but not least, and probably the most important one, is very simple. Don't lose the game. If they don't lose the game, then they don't lose the game, and it's a victory, and that's the key to victory. Next, keys to Lafreniere. So, if you're like most Habs fans, they want to get Lafreniere in the draft. Even though if they lose here, it's not guaranteed. I don't know if everybody realizes that. It's only a 1 in 8 chance that they're going to get Lafreniere if they lose here, right? It's not a huge chance. It's not guaranteed by any means at all. But keys to actually getting that chance to get Lafreniere, for me, are play Wheel and Weiss with Suzuki and Domi. So why, instead of taking Domi off the 4th line, why not double shift Wheel and Weiss onto Suzuki's line? That can't be good. Start Charlie Lindgren. And it's not really a knock against Charlie Lindgren. Personally, it's not. I don't really want to make an attack on Charlie Lindgren, so don't beat me up in the comments. But start Charlie Lindgren, more than likely, going to get a worse result. Trade places with the New York Rangers. That's a guarantee to get into that sweepstakes because the Rangers already lost. So trade places with them. Let the Rangers play the Penguins. Reverse defensive pairings. And then at that time, also make Carl Alsner opt back in. So that what I'm saying is basically Mete and Willette. Make them as the number 1 pairing. And that'll definitely get you closer to Lafreniere. Have Jeff Molson coach. And make UP run the power play. And I wrote for that because I wrote that out and I wrote, that actually might run. He might run it better than the power play is right now, so it might not work. But have just Jeff Molson coach. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Half the team goes out drinking and has to quarantine for 14 days. That'll work. You only have half the team. Probably have to. What's the word when you forfeit? That's the word. Okay, so now I said something about Julian and tweaking the lines. He kind of teased us yesterday saying that he knows that changes need to be made. I'm paraphrasing, and changes will be made. And then today he says he won't announce the lineup changes till game time because they are going to be game time decisions. Do I believe him at that? I don't really believe him that they're game time decisions. He just doesn't want to tip the hand of, obviously, Pittsburgh, knowing in advance who's going to be out there so they can prepare for that. And I understand that, and that's perfectly okay. But let's hope he actually does tweak the lines. What am I expecting? Not really a lot. He's conservative, and I think he's going to do it in a conservative way. So I'm not really expecting a lot, but I've got to tell you, I am kind of expecting, and saying that, I'm kind of expecting Max Domi not to be on the 4th line. Although I'm not really. I think he's going to actually leave Domi there, but I think he might put better wingers with him, tweak it that way, and I think maybe the 3rd pairing, I think you might see Willette off that. Mete over to the left side, and Juleson or Fleury skating with him. So we'll see what they come out to. I don't know. It's hard to tell what he's going to do from game to game as far as changing stuff. He doesn't seem to want to change a lot. Okay, this gets us to the point for the game prediction. So first game, I called it 3-2, and in my live stream, I did say that I think probably it's going to be an overtime, and that's how it turned out, 3-2 in overtime. So I got the first game. Second game, I went 4-3. Didn't call it overtime for Montreal, by the way. And the first game I called for Montreal. And then it turns out 3-1 for Pittsburgh, so I was way wrong on the second game. Now, the third game, as far as thinking out what the score will be, I didn't do that this time. I did that the first 2 times, and I was 50-50 on there. This time, pretty much, I kind of thought a little bit about it, but I said, no, let's wait. I'm going to make a kind of impromptu. What's this? There's a word for that. Decision right now. I'm just gonna spontaneous. Spontaneous decision on the score. Now, do I think it's going to be a high-scoring game? I kind of don't. And do I think it's going to be a very, very low-scoring game? I also kind of don't. And I think if there's line changes, you know, there might be some more additional scoring for Montreal than the 1 or 2 goals. But I'm not sure. But I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go back with a 3-2. That's what I'm going to take. I'm taking 3-2 Montreal. And who's my first goal scorer? I'm going to go with somebody different. Haven't really thought it out. I'm going to go with somebody popular. I think he's due for a goal. And I'm going to go with Gallagher. So I've got 3-2 Montreal. Doesn't matter if you call it regulation, time, overtime. That's not going to make a difference to win the hockey puck. So it's not going to, just call it however you want. 3-2 Montreal. Gallagher is the first goal scorer. Want to know yours in the comment section, or come to the live stream. Let me know before the game starts what your entry will be, what your pick, and I will enter you for that hockey puck. Hockey puck is not in front of me. Should have been here ready to show you the emotional support hockey puck that you might win. So enter that contest in the comment section. That's it for the video. Please give a thumbs up if you like the video. Hey, while you're down there entering your comment or your that, hit the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm, that's for sure. And if you haven't already, while you're down there, hit the subscribe and the notifications button. That's going to get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here talking Habs. So the game starts at 8. I'll be on the air at 7:30 on my channel. Pre-game for the game tonight, and obviously it's pre-game. And I'll be live streaming during the first period. No, I won't be showing the game, but I will be doing live reaction stuff for it. And hopefully you'll join us and have fun. And thanks for watching the video. And that's it. Peace out, and I will see you at the live stream and next video. Bye, y'all.